Hello, my lovely Scorpios. This is going to be your weekly reading. Let's see what we have from sign symbols and synchronicities. All right, we start with the third eye. So, some sort of seeing or recognition. You could also need to tap into your third eye, your intuition, and see what is it actually telling you right now. That there could be something important that you might be missing. So, trust your intuition. The eagle. You need to shift your perspective on something and see things from a different perspective. So, an eagle eye view of the situation. I feel like you really need to open up and see something different. We have engagement. So, maybe you need to shift your perspective on a love situation. This is a promise of next level love. So, promise of union, next level love could be coming in for you. I feel like you don't see this for what it truly is, and so that might be something that you're missing. Fire could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Lots of passion, definitely some inspiration. What else do we need to know? Cinderella's shoe. So this is something left behind. The fairy tale ends, so the new life can begin, and you may be feeling a little bit vulnerable. I think you need to shift your perspective on love. The rainbow. So this is hope after a storm, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, good fortune, and definitely some beauty after a storm. So really shifting your perspective, I think, is going to help you this week. All right, soundtrack of our life. We're going to get a couple of songs. Somebody may see you as perfect, so that might be where you need to shift your perception. Homesick. You could be homesick for this person, homesick for wherever home is. I feel like you need to get your backbone. So this is something where maybe you have not only needing to shift your perspective, but I also feel like there's something that you need to stand up for, and that being vulnerable is something that kind of scares you. And I will always love you. So I think this person sees you as their forever person. I think that you may also see this person that way, but you're going to have to kind of open your eyes and see things for what they are. All right, let's see what we have going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the next week. King of Wands. So, needing to follow your passions, this is also transformation, which transformation has come out in almost every single reading for this week so far. So, I feel like that's the theme, that we're going through some sort of transformation. Scorpio, you're like the king and queen of transformation. It's what you do. You don't have issues burning bridges, you don't have issues taking a stand, expressing your feelings. And I feel like that's something that you are very capable of doing. I also feel like you need to really trust your intuition. And I also think that through this transformation that you're going through, you're going to see exactly how strong you are. But there's a lot of creative energy coming through, a lot of passion, and a lot of inspiration. All right, justice could be dealing with a Libra, legal issues, courts, contracts, something that needs to happen in order to restore the balance. So that's where you need to shift your perspective. There's your creativity. So embracing things, new changes, passion, inspired projects, birthing new creations, but definitely some sort of spark of creativity and a new beginning. There's the offer you won't see coming. This could be the engagement. Somebody's coming in with an offer that surprises you. I feel like you're a little hesitant because you aren't sure you're ready to leave something behind in order to start this new life. So that's where you need to shift your perspective. All right, it's going to take teamwork to make the dream work, so know that there is collaborations necessary. What else do we need to know? Yeah, some more money is coming, so that helps improve things. I feel like you've been waiting a long time for this money to come in, and you want somebody to share it with. So this person wears their heart on their sleeve. I feel like that could also be you. Somebody who's very evolved emotionally, like they wear their heart on their sleeve, they show their emotions. You don't have to guess. Okay, there we go. King and Queen of Cups. Very nurturing, very empathetic, very motherly, very tapped into source. So that's important as well. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So lots of water in your reading. And then we have needing to let go of something that's holding us back or keeping us stuck, shifting our perspective to see things more clearly. Part of that might be a relationship or a situation, a friendship, that somebody's trying to deceive you, or that things aren't what they appear. So use your intuition and trust your instincts. I feel like that's going to help you navigate. So it could be traveling, relocating, moving out of conflict into calmer waters, into union. I really think that you're about to get engaged or even potentially married. This is a partnership of a lot of balance, a lot of fulfillment. All right. And things change quickly. I feel like once you make this decision that things really start to kind of go forward very quickly. We had a flipper, 9 of coins. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, everything you've worked for. Maybe that's what you're afraid to leave behind. Like if you had to leave a job or something. But I think that things are going to work out for the best. There's some sort of clarity or truth coming in this situation about who these shady people are. What else does Scorpio need to know this week? The star. Some sort of wish fulfillment's coming. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. I feel like you've really tried to pray or manifest for this, for your perfect person, and that you just need to open your eyes and see that it's kind of right in front of you right now. You're going to have to stick up for what it is that you want this week. Stand up for yourself. And I feel like you really want something that's balanced. I think that's your only real hesitation, that you don't want to give up like what you have if it's not what you want. And I don't think that's the case. I think that it's going to be everything you're looking for and more. So union, stability, commitment, but it brings a lot of change. So embrace the change. Like, I don't think you're afraid of change. I think you do go with the flow, kind of like change if it's your idea. That might be the problem. If it's not your idea, you might not be ready to change. Yeah, so listening to your intuition, third eye, high priestess, Pisces energy. We have to shift our perspective and see things from our intuition, from where it makes sense. And sometimes even following our intuition before it makes sense is really what we need to do. So the biggest thing I see here is that you need to go in a new direction, that you need to see things differently. You're planning your future, kind of trying to decide what does that look like for you? What direction do you really want to go on things? Where did it go? There it is. Yep, same card. 2 of Wands. You really got to pick a path. And what direction do you really want to go in life? And I think that that's going to be what you need to figure out. That's what you need to listen to your intuition on. I think one path takes you towards your wish fulfillment, and the other path takes you on some random detour. And so you have to decide which direction do you want to go. The Hermit, Virgo energy. So some soul searching, some reflection might be necessary. Could be dealing with a Virgo. I think if you listen to your intuition and where you really want to be and shift your perspective, you will see exactly where these changes need to take place. It's going to take thinking logically about this, though, to make the changes a reality. Could be dealing with an air sign, Virgo, or excuse me, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could be somebody who's kind of a harsh authority figure, too, and I think you want to get away from that energy and you want to go towards something that feels better. And where others are failing to take action, you're not afraid to do so. But you have to have a plan. And I think your plan is to go towards who really fulfills you and makes you happy. What else do we need to know for Scorpio? So we got to let go of the conflict and chaos, the fighting, the clashing egos, the battles of the will. And that's going to take some strength to overcome that. Could be dealing with a Leo. Yep, you're looking for your commitment, your union with your person. 2 of Cups has come out twice. So I definitely think you've got marriage on the brain. But you're juggling things right now, whether that's financial issues or juggling whether you want to leave something behind and go towards something else. Yeah, so we definitely have some decisions or choices to weigh, especially where it relates to love. So the 7 of Cups is about making a wise decision and really seeing things for what they are. And that's probably where you need to really shift your perspective the most, is you need to see things for what they are. If people are deceiving you and keeping things from you, probably not the best person to get involved with a long-term commitment. If this is you just have a lot of options, you've been juggling things, but you have your eye on someone specific, might want to try going towards what it is you want and walking away from what it is you don't want. Yeah, I think you need to follow your passions, gather your courage and confidence, and go after what is really emotionally fulfilling for you. And you need to leave behind the conflict, the chaos, but you also need to be willing to do the hard work in order to be successful. Again, following your creative passions is another card that's come out twice. So I think that's going to be important for you. There's some sort of new beginning. Lots of passion, lots of positive energy with that, and really creating things. I think what you really need to create is the balance. Sagittarius energy with Temperance. King of Goblets. So if this is the person that fulfills you emotionally, that You feel there's this connection, you know they have feelings for you, and this person comes in with a legitimate offer, a proposal, then you have to decide if that's what you want. I feel like you're almost deciding between love and work. So night, this has also come out a couple of times wherever it went. Knight of Pentagrams, Knight of Pentacles. So, like leaving something behind in order to find the balance you're looking for, especially in your finances, is going to be important. Whatever you decide is going to change quickly. So, you might have a tower moment. You might have your little oh shit moment of, oh my God, what do I do now? But I think you're going to be able to figure this out just fine. It's just you're scared of that first step, is what it feels like, which is weird because most Scorpios don't fear change. Again, you are the sign of death and rebirth and closing old cycles and starting something new. So, whatever the hesitation is, I think if you shift your perspective, you're going to see things differently. This is travel, this is purchasing a vehicle, this is going very quickly towards a victory. And then it's like something you've waited for a very long time to actually happen leads to everything that you've been looking for. So I think if you make wise decisions, you're going to find exactly the balance and things that you need. This could involve somebody from your past, or you're reminiscing about the past, but you're also trying to create something new. So close out the old chapters in your life, go towards what it is that fulfills you, that makes you happy. And I see long-term commitment as a possibility if you're willing to let go of what isn't serving you in your life. That's what we have for your weekly message. I hope it helps. We'll see you soon.